New Orleans Pelicans. Like I mentioned in my Hornets video, this franchise was officially retconned in 2014. The Charlotte Hornets were established in 1988 and relocated to New Orleans in 2002 because their owner George Shinn destroyed his reputation in Charlotte, leading to fans revolting. So instead of selling the team to someone else, he moved them. In the meantime, Charlotte gained an expansion team in 2004 called the Bobcats. The newly relocated team would become the New Orleans Hornets in the 02-03 season, and also replace purple with yellow to go with their tried and true teal in their color scheme. But unlike their immaculate look in Charlotte, their uniforms were okay at best following the relocation. Of course, after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, the team temporarily became the New Orleans/Oklahoma City Hornets until 2007. In the meantime, we even got a couple of Hornets jerseys with OKC on the front instead of New Orleans. After being owned by the league for a few seasons, the NBA sold the Hornets in 2012 to Saints owner Tom Benson. Benson wanted to rename the team to something more local as the name Hornets was still tied back to Charlotte. He originally wanted to bring the name Jazz back after the New Orleans Jazz relocated to Utah in 1979. However, Utah declined giving the name back to the Big Easy. Instead, Benson renamed them to the New Orleans Pelicans, named after the Louisiana State bird and a color scheme of navy blue, gold, and red from the New Orleans flag. And once this happened, Charlotte got the Hornets name, history, and records back, while New Orleans history now begins as a separate franchise starting in 2002, making them the youngest franchise in their division. Honestly, Shinn would have been better off selling the Hornets than creating this long-winded explanation. Anywho, ever since their 2013 rebrand, the Pelicans have remained mostly the same since. The white association and navy icon are color swaps of one another, and I dig the Cajun colors that both have. I do wish one of them said Pelicans, but considering how small of a market New Orleans is, as well as how they're seemingly always in relocation rumors, I guess having exposure to the city is the way to go. Plus, they were always sporting the city name when they were the Hornets as well. Last year, their red statement went from having Pelicans across the front to Crescent City, another New Orleans nickname. But while the previous statement jersey was color swapped from the other two and thus shared the same details, this new one doesn't and feels out of place. I think I would have preferred the more dynamic looking diamonds along the side rather than standard blocks of navy and gold. They've never had a classic edition jersey, and I'm not sure how Charlotte would feel about them doing New Orleans Hornets throwbacks. I propose referencing the ABA's New Orleans Buccaneers. It wouldn't be the first time they've honored that team. Their city edition, as expected, is recolored from last year's city jersey with a voodoo theme. However, I like the gold and dark purple that this one has going on, in addition to the bone pattern all over it compared to last year's black and bright green combo. This is a rare case where this year's city jersey is an improvement from what we got the year prior. Starting this year, their ad patch is Toronto-based New Age Products, who specialize in selling modular storage systems and outdoor kitchens. I'm just grateful it's an ignorable word mark. So with the Pelicans brand being over a decade old, they landed decent, but we'll have to wait and see if the team keeps this look a decade down the line to achieve classic status. Tomorrow we head to Texas to round out the last of the Southwest Division, starting with the San Antonio Spurs.